Hey, this is Sophia with Kamikaze Kiwi. This is Ninja and Booth Babe, Tony Whitehead. We have tried to record a reaction to this trailer without Tony seeing it 3 times, at least. Technical difficulties like no man's business. But we finally got it up and running. And so I have seen it once. I screamed for joy. Tony has not seen it all, but Yahoo might have ruined it for him. I just want to see his face as he reacts to everything. Here we go. I'm pressing the button, okay? I'm so...
Just give me this. I got this here. I got it. Boom.
Okay.
Job. Try to save as many people as we can. Sometimes that doesn't mean everybody. But you don't give up.
New York. Washington, D.C. Sokovia.
Okay, that's enough.
Captain, people are afraid.
That's why I'm here. We need to be put in check. Whatever form that takes, I'm game. I'm sorry, Tony. If I see a situation pointed south, I can't ignore it. Sometimes I wish I could. Sometimes I want to punch you in your perfect teeth. I know we're not perfect. But the safest hands are still our own.
Ooh.
What's wrong about you? The whole world was wrong about you. They're coming for you.
I'm not the one that needs to watch their back.
This doesn't have to end in a fight, Tony. You just started a war.
A civil war. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't.
Fired.
Oh.
Sit down. Fine, don't worry. I could do this all day. All right. I've run out of patience. On the roof!
What?
Hey, everyone.
Under ruse.
Sorry, my hand keeps getting in front of the camera. Like I said, clearly technical difficulties all the way around today.
Nailed it.
What the hell ever? But the trailer. Let's talk about the trailer. Let's listen to Tony's reactions to the trailer.
Yay!
Oh, to be more in depth than that.
I'm very excited. I liked the prison. It was very cool. Very reminiscent of kind of the New Avengers when that started. I'm very excited about the story. I mean, Civil War is what got me back into reading comics again. I hadn't read comics probably in about 10 years.
Yeah, a good decade.
And then Civil War happened. I was like, yeah, I gotta read this. This looks really cool. And so I'm very excited. Action looks really good. Spider-Man being there is awesome. And his eyes move. That's good. They did a good job with the eyes moving.
That's
that was
true.
really cool. He seems a bit cartoony.
I love
Almost
that.
as if he was a comic book caricature. Caricature.
Almost like they tried to actually get the look like the comic book.
Yeah,
It's kind of I love it.
I like that they kind of like have brought it full circle. This is like his 3rd movie, so it's like I can do this all day, and like I like have parts from everything. Like you have the Avengers, you have from Washington D.C. when the battle there, and our Civil Captain America too, you know that guy, and then Avengers 2.
Winter Soldier, I think is what you're trying to say.
That's the one, you know.
Yeah.
Whichever one that was, and yeah, it looks really exciting.
Okay, so things that I squealed about the first time I saw it. I still cannot
Chris
get
Evans'
over.
chest.
No, his shoulders. Anyways, sorry. I still can't get over that scene where Bucky shoots Iron Man in the face and Iron Man barely avoids it. Like, Robert Downing Jr. obviously is a good actor because he straight up looks like he didn't see it coming. Like, he didn't see it in the script. Like, they just put that in there and he was like, whoa, what up? I thought we were pals. What's your problem? Like actually looks sincerely surprised. And I love that. The next part, Ant-Man going through Iron Man's fingers. It is so brief. It's so quick. It's so wonderful. It's so Ant-Man. And it makes his character seem cooler. Because Ant-Man's kind of this weird, we're not really into him. He's not particularly popular. The movie was a lot better than we thought it was going to be. But how do you put someone who is fairly minor and has had very little interaction with the rest of the crew into this movie and make him seem like he could hold his snuff? And he's holding up against Iron Man in that scene. That's fantastic.
It does feel a lot like it's a whole universe of characters. The cast is pretty big. But pretty big for a movie, but it's pretty small compared to what it was in the comics. So they've done a very good job of adding characters and like keeping it interesting this whole time. Also, you lied to me. You said Wolverine.
I did. I told him that Wolverine was in the trailer so that he didn't know that it was Spider-Man because he was on the verge of crying.
It was.
So next part, Scarlet Witch. Scarlet Witch is quickly becoming my favorite character. I really like the way they handled her character. I am a fan of all the Olsen girls because I grew up in the 90s, so, the Olsen twins were my idols. But in general, I think she's doing a great job. I think she has this, funky gypsy bohemian look and act and character down. I imagine she probably gets that from being part of the Olsen tribe.
And she had Vision down on the ground.
She did. She had Vision down. But more importantly, the way that she is using her... Because it's special effects, obviously. But the way that she is using... The way that she uses her powers, the way that they form, to me is one of the most technically difficult. Because there's no one way to prescribe them, I guess you could say. Scarlet Witch is kind of innocuous in her powers and kind of what she can and can't do. And in the comics, it's kind of a little bit easier to portray than on film, especially to an audience who may or may not know her powers and things like that. So I am quickly becoming a very, very big fan of how they are handling Scarlet Witch in general. Black Panther, he's there. It's amazing. And that's just all there is to it.
He looks like he will be strong enough to give Captain America a challenge and Bucky a challenge, which is really nice. Not just oh, he's strong.
That's true.
Why? And they show that.
That's very true. Of course, we've all been talking about it. Hulk and Thor are missing probably because they're off doing the whole Ragnarok thing. I kind of like that. I think it's very purposeful.
Lost their phone number, I think.
Lost their phone number. Called to a symbol and they didn't get the text. My thing is that I think that's better. I think that, especially in comic books, you have a lot of time, a lot of, a lot of issues that you can go through to kind of make all those things work. With a movie, it has to be very easily consumable. And I think by taking those two, who are probably some of the most fantastical characters as far as comic book movies are concerned, taking that away and making it a little bit more consumable for things like, government regulation, kind of all the things that we've seen with particularly Captain America before. I think that's a really good thing on their part. Now, what I am most impressed with Marvel in general is, and anything that has to do with the Avengers, we all know who's going to win. We know the good guys win. The good guys. We know the good guys win. We know that everything's going to work out. But the way that they are setting up their movies for their character development, we don't care that we already know the ending because we want to see the journey. And most of the time with movies, you want to know the ending. And I can't wait to see what this is. I don't think it's going to be a perfect movie. I don't. I think we're going to see it where there's going to be a lot of complaints, but I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to definitely be worth seeing. I know we're going to see it multiple times. And honestly, they keep bringing it. Marvel Studios really keeps doing it. It's It's the problem that I have with DC, where Batman versus Superman, I know they're going to be friends, and I'm not really sure that I care about the journey, but I'm still going to go see the movie because I'm a fan.
I think the thing that Marvel does better than DC is make movies. Have made movies.
I think that's a little bit a part of it. See, and I'm a DC girl, actually. I grew up DC all the way, but Marvel is kicking it in the cinematic universe. They are just ruling at movies. And honestly, the excitement, the reaction, the quality of this trailer versus any trailer that DC has come out with is proof of that. So that's my reaction. I keep touching my hair because I'm so excited. I'm trying to harness that excitement into somewhere and not shake the camera. You can't see his two thumbs. Two thumbs. Yeah, so I can't wait to see more, and I'm really glad they put Spider-Man in there, and I love the way that they did it. It's excellent. Yeah, so we'll definitely see you next time. I know we'll do a review for the movie as well as other things. We might go through some other trailers and stuff like that.